Good evening and welcome now to Look North. The Barnsley MP Dan Jarvis is the first elected mayor for the Sheffield City region. The result was announced this afternoon after voters in Doncaster, Barnsley, Rotherham and Sheffield went to the polls yesterday to choose Yorkshire's first regional mayor. The results of the local council elections have all come in now as well. So let's talk to our political editor, James Vincent, who's in South Yorkshire for us. So, James, we have a mayor for South Yorkshire. How significant is this?
It's hugely significant, Ian, because it's the first bit of devolution for Yorkshire we've seen since devolution became a thing under this Conservative government. But what sort of devolution will we get? The point being, Dan Jarvis's first job is to work out exactly what this job will be. We've been in a weird position where we don't know exactly who we were voting for and exactly what job they were going to do, because nothing had been agreed about this role before everybody went to the polls. So I put it to Dan Jarvis after he won that this was the most ridiculous election we've ever seen.
It has been a confusing election, and we've just elected a mayor who has no new powers, no new budget and doesn't have a salary. I think for me, the reason that I put myself forward was because I wanted to try and draw this together. I think there is an opportunity to make the most of the benefits that devolution can offer. I see a way to do that. I want to work with the four leaders of the four local authorities. That responsibility now sits with me, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on with that job and work closely with the four leaders, and let's see if we can't make a success of it here.
So we know Dan Jarvis is already the Barnsley MP, so how's he going to do both roles, James?
Well, that's the key question, and I think people in Barnsley will be the judge of that. Everybody else will be judging him on his role as Sheffield City region mayor. Does he make this place a better place to live and work? But how will he be able to do his job as Barnsley MP at the same time? That will be for people of Barnsley to decide. Will he have done that job properly? Will he have managed to get devolution in 2 years for the whole of Yorkshire? Because that's one of his stated aims as well. There's plenty to judge him on. I think the judging starts here.
And results have been coming in from the local elections as well, of course. So any surprises across Yorkshire?
Well, no huge surprises. If we look at how people have done across Yorkshire, the Conservatives will be pretty happy. They've picked up 11 seats overall. But of course, Labour are the biggest party in Yorkshire in terms of number of councillors. Some little key lines. Calderdale, neither party did enough to get control there, the Labour or the Conservatives. That's no overall control still. Kirklees, Labour managed to get 2 more councillors and they won that council. They control that now for the first time since 1999. And in Labour, Sheffield, Labour's lost some councillors because of the tree felling. That's what that was put down to. And then a little line about the Lib Dems. Hannah Kitchen, who did stand as mayor in South Yorkshire, didn't win that, but she's become the first Lib Dem councillor in Barnsley for 8 years.
James Vincent in Sheffield, thank you very much. And there'll be more on the election results and what they mean on Sunday Politics at 11 a.m. this Sunday, of course, with Tim Iredale. Now, thousands of people lined the route of day 2 of this year's Tour de Yorkshire. This stage started in Barnsley and ended with the first summit finish at Ilkley's famous Cow and Calf Rocks. The women's tour has now ended, but the men's race has 2 more days to go. Carla Fowler reports.
Barnsley provided the big send-off this morning for the women's second and final day of the Tour de Yorkshire. Inspiring a new generation of younger cyclists were local riders like Gabrielle Shaw.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going really close to home and a lot of home support, and yeah, I think the crowd's going to be amazing at the top of Cow and Calf.
Well, it's really good to see that women have finally got like the Tour de Yorkshire, because they're not in the Tour de France yet. So it's really good to see them like getting a chance to do a big race.
The 128-kilometre route was packed with climb after climb and the first summit finish of the race so far, up the hill to the Cow and Calf in Ilkley. Several riders were left fighting it out until American Megan Garnier pulled ahead of the pack.
It was very hard. I didn't really know too much what to expect. I heard it was very hard. That was a long 500 metres and it's steep, but again, the crowds here were incredible today, so that really drove me to the line.
And what a way to celebrate your 33rd birthday. Congratulations, Megan. Last year's winner, local lass Lizzie Dignan, had to sit this one out as she's expecting a baby.
It's phenomenal. We are spoilt here. We don't get this in Europe. And I'm just incredibly grateful that people here are showing the support for women's cycling as well as men's cycling.
The men's Stage 2 race saw a thrilling summit battle for victory, won by Danish rider Magnus Cort Nielsen of Team Astana. In the final 100 metres, his perfectly timed breakaway clinched the victory. thousands of spectators were rewarded with a breathtaking finale to the day.
I enjoy it. Enjoy the racing. We saw it took more than an hour before the break went, and we had some hard racing in the beginning and in the climbs, and a solid day. And yeah, when you win, it makes the race always a lot better. But I enjoy being here, and the crowds are fantastic.
The sun was shining on today's route, which was festooned in Yorkshire colours. Expect to see more of that as stage 3 of the tour kicks off in Richmond tomorrow. Carla Fowler, BBC Look North.
A great day had by all. And in cricket today, it's, well, not been so good. It's been a chaotic first day in Yorkshire's County Championship match at Essex with 22 wickets falling. Joe Root was out on his first ball as Yorkshire collapsed to 50 all out, and Essex bowled out Essex for 142 and ended the day on 161 for 2. That's a lead of 69 runs going into the second day. And in Super League tonight, 2 of our teams have been playing. Huddersfield Giants beat Widnes Vikings 28 points to 18 at home, while Leeds Rhinos were beaten by Warrington Wolves 22 points to 33. So that's the news and the sport. Time for the weather forecast. Keely is with us now. And Keely, I think you might just have some good news for the bank holiday weekend.
Yes, for once it looks like it's going to be a lovely bank holiday. And of course, that's brilliant news for stage 3 and stage 4 of the Tour de Yorkshire. There'll be some areas of cloud, but also plenty of brightness and some good spells of sunshine as well. And certainly for the finish in Scarborough, there will be plenty of sunshine. It'll feel warm as well, 18, 19 degrees, and fine for stages 4 as well. It looks lovely for Sunday. So the weekend as a whole, right across Yorkshire and the North Midlands, fine and warm with some good spells of sunshine. And that's all down to high pressure dominating our weather over the next few days. Low pressure will try and sweep in from the west by around midweek. So back to the here and now. It's a settled night out there. It's a quiet night. Broken cloud, clear spells. And it's not going to be a cool night. Frost-free, certainly, with temperatures down to around 7 or 8 degrees. So tomorrow, broken cloud, some good spells of sunshine through the morning, staying dry through the afternoon, continued good spells of sunshine. And I think, if anything, temperatures will creep up for Sunday and Monday. That's it from the late team here at Look North. I'll leave you with your summary, and your national forecast follows.